I think now would be a good time to report back to HQ. Our mission is done here.
And report what exactly? That we failed to bring back any form of proper intel on this terrorist organization?
Oh, but we have proper intel. We've seen what they're capable of. They brought out a new type of weapon, along with what was supposed to be a discontinued, never-released line of frames. This group is more than a lax organization. They're coming at us with full force. From their perspective, we're nothing more than brutes flexing our muscles and pushing our opinions onto the public. And not to mention, Adam Novus is still alive, as well as Lucius Malum. Quite an interesting turn of events, don't you think?
What do you think he wants? I mean...
To finish what he started.
Finished what he started? You don't mean...
Yep. Now we have 2 threats to deal with.
Oh. We? Does that mean you've made a decision?
Just take me to Gale. I want to see this facility.
That settles it then. We're heading back to Prometheus.
You know, I was hoping that we'd be able to get some sleep on the way up.
You're not the only one. I don't care about these briefings. I was there. I know what happened. So I don't see the point in rehashing or giving me a dumbed-down version of what I already experienced.
I hear ya. I used to be a captain for the Alliance a couple of years ago, and the one thing I always avoided was debriefings. Huh. You know, come to think of it, maybe that's why I'm stuck following orders now instead of giving them. Irony.
Now that's my kind of cap. Oh, don't tell me.
She's behind you, jackass.
We're debriefing so that you know where we're going from here. And even though you may have been through the battle, there are still some things you are not aware of.
Understood. Sorry, Commander.
Man, you guys are fun! Reminds me of when I was in charge of my own battalion.
Lieutenant Procella, I don't know why you're sitting back here. You'd be better off joining the other commanding officers in the front of the room.
If I must, I guess I will. Well, it was fun meeting you. See you out in the field.
No doubt. I'll be the one in front.
What do you think is really going on?
Who knows?
And to think that only 3 months ago Lucius Malum was defeated. And now, all this.
I guess our world just wasn't meant to be a quiet place.
It would seem.
No. That's not true.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
We never finished it. This is the result.
Sounds about right.
Wait. Not finished? What are you two talking about? Ugh.
At the rate we're going, things will end up being the same as back then.
You still think too much.
I suppose.
What's the real problem? Don't tell me you still blame yourself for what happened. Don't you think it's time you get over it?
Easier said than done. If it wasn't for me, then we could actually be having this conversation in person. And I wouldn't have to be trying to imagine what you'd say to me.
I've gotten stronger, you know.
Really? Then show me.
There's no chance for you to survive!
You're the one! I'll erase this chaos you've brought into this world!
As if you could!
I didn't know what Genesis did to you. I didn't realize it was you I was fighting back then. I took your life. With little hesitation.
You did what you needed to do. Not like I was completely myself back then. It's about time you let it go, don't you think?
Maybe.
Oh, I thought there was someone else in here.
Talking to myself, I suppose.
You alright?
I wonder about that every now and then, but I suppose so.
I never did get to thank you for earlier. You know, for saving me. I'm not sure how much longer I can hold out.
It's not something that needs thanks.
You say that, and yet I still feel the need to thank you.
I guess I'll just have to accept it then. You're welcome.
The Earth. It's actually a lot more beautiful than I expected it to be.
You're from the colonies, huh? So far away from home, and yet you're getting caught up in our problems.
It was an official request, couldn't really help it. And it's rare to find an opportunity to actually get to see our home planet.
You're a lot more welcoming to this idea than I would have expected.
Honestly, I have my doubts. We still don't know what caused the separation and the communications blackout. But the answer has to be here, doesn't it?
Don't know. Though, I wouldn't put much stock in dwelling into the past to find answers. It's yet to work for me.
I guess you have a point.
It seems like we're getting ready to dock. Once this is all over, you may want to focus your efforts into the archive facility on Prometheus. I can't guarantee it'll have the answers you're looking for, but if I had to guess, I'd say there would be a chance.
You think so?
That's your real mission, after all, isn't it?
How do you...
It's not a big deal. I can tell just from looking at you. Your main focus is on your colony and what happened. That type of conviction is rather hard to find in someone. Not my place. Besides, you're entitled to answers from my point of view. And like I said, you're getting caught up in our mess. Just don't try and overthink it. You'll be killed if you do. Later.
Yeah.
This will do nicely. I still can't believe he managed to take the Lazarus off our hands.
You still trust him after all this time? He tried to have you killed. Me as well.
I'm only doing what is in the best interest of our company. We let Lucius control everything from the start, which was our mistake.
And you think this time will be any different?
Of course. This time, we're the ones setting him up.
Very well. And as for our agreement?
You will have your shot at Novus when it's all said and done.
Perfect. I've waited far too long to pay him back for what he's owed.
Don't worry. You'll get your chance soon enough.
They really did a number here, huh?
They sure did. But for what?
Well, it seems like they were pinpointing Adam. The information I've received from Stephen earlier is pretty accurate.
But why? I mean, it's not like he provoked them or anything. It just doesn't make any sense.
Who knows for sure, honestly. But this group is targeting all the Prometheus survivors. That about covers all the information that I have at this time.
Well, at least we know he's fine. So, whatever did happen between you and Stephen anyway?
What? Nothing. Why?
I know you're lying, Ash. Don't try and take me for a fool. Who knows you better than me?
If you must know. Right before the Prometheus battle, Stephen and I had a long discussion. He confessed how he felt about me. But when all was said and done, he just moved on like nothing ever happened. He just jumped right back into trying to play the hero. You know how he is, always trying to be the one to solve every goddamn issue, except for the ones that are important. Fucking men.
Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Even if he's an ass who tends to act before thinking, at least Adam deals with issues like that.
Really? And remind me again, where did he go right after he was saved by the 181st?
Son of a bitch.
Exactly. Neither of them can think about anything other than their own egos.
It's their nature, I guess.
We sure know how to pick 'em, huh?
Yeah.
You're late. Do you have any idea how long I've been waiting?
I'm sorry. Do we know you?
Come to think of it, no, probably not. Although, I know her well.
Me? Who are you?
Rose, and if you'd please, come with me.
Listen, lady, you must be on something if you think I'm just going to up and...
I really don't have time to waste. I'm on a deadline. Now, shut up and come with me.
What the hell do you want with us?
Who said anything about both of you? I'm just here for the little princess.
Princess? You are so lucky you have a gun right now.
Just like your mother. So full of spirit. And at the same time, so stupid.
My mother? How do you know her?
You and I have something in common. We're both attached to Matthew Amari.
My father?
Sharon?
That's right. The genius behind the most advanced frames, and more importantly, the bastard father to us both.
What?